Hello and welcome to this EON Creator presentation. EON Creator is a tool where you can search for suitable environments, objects, and build an interactive 3D simulation that you can then share in a multi-user environment for training, education, and any presentation purposes. First thing I'm doing here is I'm searching for a classroom object, and I selected one of the two that was found. I can then preview the environment and lock the room into a specific location in case I have multiple rooms. Then I will select some objects, and here I selected a DNA molecule, and I found one option here. I position it inside the room and I can scale it. You can do basic manipulations, and if you've created this object in EON Studio or EON Professional, it will carry over those interactions, as we'll see later. Next, I'm going to go over and find some other objects, and here I search for a human heart anatomy. Out of the three options, I picked one with a section in this case. First thing I'm doing is scaling the object to a relative scale that I would like to have, and then I can position it within the space. I can of course select many different objects and combine the environment any way that I want to do. At this point I'll show some of the other features, like how you can navigate and interact with the various objects. There's two main navigation modes, orbit and walk. And then finally I'm going to add the Coliseum multi-user components. And the first thing I'll do here is I'm going to select a couple of camera positions, and maybe we'll start with one from the back of the classroom. And shortly I'll save that location. And you'll see later on how we use these for a couple of different purposes. Okay, now when I've done that, maybe I want to have another viewpoint from the front of the classroom, from the teacher's position. So all I do, I navigate up to the teacher's desk and position the camera exactly where I want it, and then I save that position. Finally, we will be adding a couple of presentation screens. So in addition to this environment that I now have configured, and I can search the web for thousands of environments and objects, I'm going to add some screens here to do specific object presentations. This will be used in Coliseum later on. I'm going to add a document presentation screen. That one we'll use for PowerPoints, and then I can add other screens for sharing multimedia, video, etc. Now I'm pretty much ready with the room configuration and the EON Creator portion, so all I need to do is save my environment file, and after that's done we're going to go over to the Coliseum portion of the presentation. I'll also select a thumbnail and add a short description for this particular simulation that I developed. So we'll call it Classroom DNA and Heart, so I can remember and find the correct one later on. Now we're over in the Coliseum environment, and I simply click Import Room, and I select the room that we just created. And then the next step, and this is typical for any Coliseum simulation, I can select a few interactive objects that will then show up on the panel that I added to the front of the classroom, and we'll select just a couple of different here, and then I can select or import a video, or select and import a PowerPoint presentation or document. I'll add a little description so I can store this on the Coliseum server. Then we'll start the meeting, select an avatar, and voila, we are inside our newly created environment. One of the beauties with EON Creator is that it's something that you can learn in minutes, and you can totally customize and set up a teaching experience, whether it's on the desktop or in an immersive environment with a stereoscopic projector, or a fully immersive environment like an iCube if you have access to that holodeck type display device. You can also connect easily up to 30 people in a simulation. You can control it as a teacher, or you can have a more interactive, explorative simulation where the students can explore themselves. Besides the interactive objects that we showed here, you can also do, of course, the presentations, videos, and other media. Thank you very much.